racial equity matters is different than the other trainings and things we've gone through because there's something about the way that it's a very compressed time frame. Like you have 2 hours for the groundwater and you are just like all in on that. And then it's like 2 solid days of just being immersed in this topic where a lot of other courses sort of stretch it out over a long period of time. This you are just put in, you're focused in it, you're just immersed in it for a period of time. And I think that concentration, that focus, it really keeps you focused on the matters at hand. The interesting thing about the trainings was that it didn't give us like these great answers to anything. It just got us to rethink everything that we were doing or look at things differently. After I went through the trainings, I started keeping track of how our funds were being put into the community. And it was really telling at the very beginning to start looking at how many, for example, how many BIPOC-led organizations, how many BIPOC-led initiatives we were actually supporting in the community. And being aware of that allowed us to intentionally increase those numbers so that we went from, let's say, less than a quarter of our initiatives, or less than a quarter of our dollars being spent in those areas. Now we're up over half. Going through the training was like taking off blinders. It was like taking off these rose-colored glasses and really being able to see the community in a broader way, in a much more nuanced way than we had previously. So I think personally, it made me much more aware of what we were investing in and then asking questions about why we're investing in that. And not just the intent of it, but also the consequences of those investments. The biggest value to me, and I hope to our organization of going through this, was that it got us to start being aware of the community in a different way. It gave us a level of humility that while we thought we had, it gave us this other perspective and we have this opportunity to be much more expansive in the way we see the world. And I think for a place like Cincinnati to be more expansive and to be more ambitious and to be more inclusive and to be more audacious and just fairer, more just, more inclusive, that's going to be nothing but benefit for the community. We're going to have a bright future if we collectively, all the people who have gone through this, plus the people who are going to be going through this, put this to work, and I think the future of the city is going to be just magnificent and bright.